Now, let's look at education. Director General of the Ghana Education Service, Jacob Koch, says that measures have been put in place to ensure this year's Basic Education Certificate examination, the BECE, does not leak as it happened in 2015. 461,013 candidates from 14,267 public-private junior high schools will write this year's Basic Education Certificate examination across the country from June 13 to the 17th of June later this month.
We want our children to be truthful, sincere, and just in writing the examination so that everybody will see that Ghana is unique in sincerity as far as conduct of exam is concerned. We are trying to nip examination malpractices to the bud because it has been a canker causing a lot of social anxiety for students and anxiety for parents. We have also put measures in place to curtail the examination malpractices and cheating. That is why WAEC and the Ghana Education Service have introduced a software known as Item Differential Profile and e-marking. The e-marking can easily detect collusion. The Item Differential Profile can also detect collusion in objective tests. If it is detected that 20% of the students from the software were involved in the collusion, the entire center results of all the students will be cancelled. And this is what I want to let us all guard against so that we don't cause any inconvenience to anybody.
So let's explore this particular issue a while longer. We've been joined on the line by Mr. Anis Hafa. He's an educationist and also a writer. Good afternoon, sir. Thank you very much for your time.
Good afternoon. Good to hear from you.
Right. To start with, the BECE kicks off hopefully next week. Do you think that the events of previous years would haunt pupils who are preparing for this year's exams?
You know, I'm not sure what's going to happen this year. But one thing we know for sure is that we are exposing the need for people to stop these malpractices. But then having said that, there always has to be in place structures that will prevent that from happening. Now, that is the difficult part, because once the questions go to a printer, by the time they are distributed to the schools, all kinds of things can happen in the process. So these are the things that we have to guard against. But I'm here now that the BNI will be involved and that sort of thing.
And
so,
the mere mention of the BNI and national security getting involved in simple examination process, do you not think that could scare the pupils?
Well, you know, these are not normal times. If year after year there are more practices, then somewhere along the line, the whole country needs to know that we are taking a stance that will prevent these things from happening in the past. Because they don't speak well of the country. They don't speak well of West Africa, and they don't speak well of all Africans. So things have to, what they say is that it gets worse before it gets better. But then even that, what's the guarantee that people are still not going to be stealing these exam papers and selling them on the black market? We don't know that yet. But it's very important that the nation knows that these things have to stop. But I would have wished, though, that there's always the effort for a national, how do you call it? We need the whole nation to understand, in terms of communicating with the whole country, that these are the things that we are doing to prevent the theft of questions. I mean, all of this should be some kind of PR that has to be done, communicating with the country, and especially letting young people know that we are going to keep our eyes open and letting parents know that they need to really be free from these kinds of activities. It has to be a national effort. It cannot be a one-day affair and we forget the next day. These things have to continue all the way through next year. And then that's when we also want to begin to let young people know that preparation is the key. You know, proper prior preparation prevents poor performance. That is why young people need to know that, yes, they can do it. But to wait to the last minute and shun the responsibility of studying and think that we can get it in some other way, These are things that have to be part of the package in terms of raising our young people for the future.
Right,
Mr.
Hafa.
Cheat our way into success. Yes.
Yes, Mr. Hafa, my last question to you, and if you can be very brief on this for us, is that what would the role of parents be? Because largely they have also been accused of acquiring these, leaked papers for their awards. So in these times, as you're saying, these are not normal times, what can the role of parents be in ensuring that at least we do not have a recurrence of previous events?
Well, you know what they say, charity begins at home. So the role of parents is that you know that your children are going to do exams. When they come home, are they studying? Are we keeping track of what it is that you're doing? Are we communicating with the teachers? Are we at the school sites? Are we part of the parent-teacher association? Because our participation is key. We can't leave the responsibility just to little children or young adults. Right. They need to know that we are serious about their progress. And not only are we serious, we are part of the preparation of getting them to get things done, especially being at the school site. This is very important. In fact, even before these exams, starting from the next academic year, parents have to be visible at the school site because the school belongs to everybody. The school does not belong to the headmaster or the teacher or the government. The schools belong to the people. And these are the things that we have to begin to do, starting from now towards next year. We don't have to wait till last minute. It will be too late. Okay.
All right. Thank you very much, Mr. Anis Hafa, for your inputs ahead of the WAEC exams, which we are told starts from Monday next week. He is an educationist and also a writer.